sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the fourth-ranked team of the land, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So South Carolina's offense will start this game off. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Smith wants to throw. Takes the easy completion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, but that ball's not going in. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
Hauls it in. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and settle it.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Tar Heels offense will try to get something started with their first possession. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
The Tar Heels can really attack on this 2nd and short. He's grabbed over the middle. It's Castro. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Got his man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to pass. It's Kinsey. He's got it on the run. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. He is dealing on this drive, completed all 5 throws, and now they have 1st and goal.
Yeah, and who needs balance when you got a guy like this? You trust him, getting the ball back in the pocket, the ball's coming out.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heels. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Out of the gun to give to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Find space on the right. Oh, he's got some space. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Oh, and he got well as he just got rid of the football.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Smith dropping to pass. Oh, they're after him. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Gamecocks send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Unloads to the right. Got him downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Nice patience by the quarterback there. He had his receiver running a crossing route, but the QB knew it was zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window. He did that right there.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Castro.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Castro. There he goes. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
The give to the back. Russell out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. And the Tar Heels will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, North Carolina!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Pittsburgh has the lead right now. The Steel City has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They are up by 7 over West Virginia. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They go to the ground. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Pressure coming. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of people
just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Well, you're seeing a complete effort right now by this football team. Their offense has been doing their part, scoring points. They've got a big lead. The defense right now is just shutting the opponent out. So good against the run and so athletic, and they have the ability to rush the passer. As you saw right there, getting the sack. We're only in the first quarter, but they're right now winning this game in all three phases.
And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Give to the running back. Squeezes ahead for a couple. They'll get it out to the 9.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Gets open down the middle. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. The run from the shotgun. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Off-play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Kinsey. Here comes the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
They're getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got the back in the middle. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be fourth down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17 is not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
Smith wants to throw.
Oh, I didn't get him.
Had to get rid of it quickly. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
They kick it away on 4th down. Cradles it at the 35. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on it.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the lone back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. They're working that left side. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throwing catch, and he's down at 5. The Tar Heels are marching down the field. To the air, it's Kinsey. Dances away. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
He snuffed out behind the line again, went right back to the well and got the same bad result. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Touchdown, UNC! And they add 6 more with that trip to the house. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? You see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive.
Oh, what a screen.
They'll run the screen.
He's okay.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw because he put it out in front of his big man. He was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating
breaks into the open. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
What a great run there. On 3rd and 1 situation, though, David, that has got to be demoralizing for a defense because they were packed up close to the line of scrimmage, expecting run on that one.
They're playing aggressive, but great offenses have the ability in predictable situations like 3rd and 1 to get first downs.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Smith dropping to pass. Right on the money. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the 1st half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man.
Oh, I missed the tackle.
He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal.
Let's get him. I'm about to go get this guy.
Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Smith wants to throw. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Rushes on him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Why the clock stop? Why is the clock stop? This is crazy. The game seems falling down. Supposed to be the last time to get the field goal down. 7 seconds. This is so cheap. Oh, okay.
1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun 1st half between these rivals. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here.
So why am I 34? Oh, I know what it is. Oh, he's just 79 of that. Oh, that's what's going on. So we be playing Mike linebacker. Okay, yeah. He better have this anyway. He got better awareness though.
The Gamecocks will boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Going to the run to start this second half. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
They'll try the run. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the football, you're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again,
Turning it on. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tar Heels. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
and this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. It looks like a bunch of world beaters right now. I'm not sure I've ever seen this offense look this crisp. They're up by 17 over West Virginia. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Smith dropping to pass. And And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
Oh, I couldn't even jump.
He's inside the 35. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
I hate it sometimes, shit like that.
Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big.
Unleashes one deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
This offense struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
This time he's got his man. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Hawkins. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. Are forced to settle for 3.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Set to advance on the football.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody right now on the same page.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Kinsey. They've got the screen set up. Oh, he's got some space. Tripped up for the tackle.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Got it in stride inside the 20. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
I was glad throw too. A little bit on my motherfucking rope.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He'll be forced out of bounds. He'll mark it at the 13.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
To the ground to try to move the chains. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run downs.
Touchdown, North Carolina! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Smith wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on first down, sack on 2nd down. Now on 3rd down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him right now.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's going to take off. Short gain on the play before he slides.
This is why 3rd down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes, they put faster guys on the field, and they've got all their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line, it confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the... It'll be a turnover. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way.
Oh.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. They think there's room to run to the right here. Got the first down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Might as well give it to him again. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. And the Tar Heels in a good spot here with second and short. Takes the handoff. It's Carney. Still on his feet at the 45. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the fourth quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
Can't get him to the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week, he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. The Tar Heels getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. The give out of the gun. There he goes. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up 1st and goal. And the Tar Heels had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying to get rid of it.
Oh, my God.
It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Takes the handoff. It's good. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute that.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Breaks into the open. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Back to pass, it's Kinsey. Trying to set up the screen. At the 45 on his way. Flying down the left side. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Wake Forest is getting blitzed right now at home in front of that loyal fan base. Loyal, but my goodness, that's being tested today. They're trailing by 39 to Miami. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Man, it's kind of crazy. That's only the 2nd time we've called his number, called his name, like his 2nd catch of the day. We're used to this guy really impacting a football game, and this offense has to do a better job finding him, featuring him, giving him chances to make plays.
And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin them deep. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Calls his own number. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. And the Tar Heels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. All by himself down the middle. Past the 30. He's at the 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
This has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken by shit.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Looking to the big tight end. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
This time on target. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. Here's the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. The give to the tailback. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. With the clock running, this should be the final play. They'll ride the hot hand. Turning it on. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.